There have been many great games so far, but today we will be looking at the top 5 upcoming games, so grab a seat and let's get right into it. At number 5 we have Cyberpunk 2077, an RPG game that is set in the future. You yourself are V, a hired gun who's the main protagonist. Like, if you aren't sold there, dude, what are you doing, bro? This game has been in development for like 5 years and the gameplay looks superb. I mean, it's just a first-person shooter pretty much, but still, it's a free roam futuristic city. And did I mention that you can actually change your genitalia, bro? This is a fact. You can actually do that. That's a thing. Isn't that crazy? And just for that sole purpose, this is my number 5 pick for my top 5 list. Anyways, let's go on to number 4. For number 4, I put Dying Light 2, a game that honestly got me by surprise. I didn't really think there'd be a sequel because the first one, in my opinion, was very, generic and linear. You could really predict everything that's going to happen, but for the second one, it seems like they took all the fun mechanics for the first one, that is the free running, that is the weapon customization, the zombies, everything, but they made it into a more RPG game, a more RPG mechanics driven game. For example, your decisions actually affect the world. Like, if you do something bad and your community is fucked over it, you can tell you're gonna live in a shithole. But if you do something good, something beneficial for everyone, you're gonna see a thriving city, and that is just so much fun. It's so much fun. It relies solely on you, and it makes you so immersed to the point that you don't even want to leave the world. And for that reason, Dying Light Part 2, not even Part 2, Dying Light 2 is on my number 4. Anyways, let's go on to number 3. Next on the list is Assassin's Creed Valhalla, a game that is honestly, and I keep on saying this a lot, I'm sorry, but this game honestly looks like it's going to be something amazing. Judging just by the cinematic trailer, it looks like they really went hard for this game. They really tried really hard. The last game they did ignored all the other elements to the Assassin's Creed games. They went for something more RPG based and it worked amazingly. I hope they do the same with this game. The whole Viking environment seems amazing. I mean, the graphics just from the cinematics, obviously you can't judge it off cinematics, but Assassin's Creed always had amazing graphics and I hope the gameplay can go with it. I'm really excited for this one, and I can't really say anything else because I haven't seen gameplay, but I hope it's good and you guys shouldn't miss it. Anyways, let's go on to number 2. At number 2, we have no other than Valorant, a game that is solely based on multiplayer. It is a game that is currently in closed beta, so it's not really coming soon. It's kind of out already, but it's very exclusive. Anyways, let me give you the rundown of the game. The game is pretty much CSGO and Overwatch. If you like either of those games, you're gonna have a good time. But obviously, it has the hardcore shooter mechanics of CSGO. If you get shot once in the head with certain weapons, you will die. And you have to actually learn the spray patterns, much like CSGO. I think this game is very fun. The abilities you have it so that you can outplay the enemy team. So if you don't have the greatest aim, you can always use your big brain and try to outplay the enemy team. And just, that sounds awesome. This is a free one. You guys really need to look out for this one. There's no reason why you guys shouldn't play it. And for that reason, this is my number 2. Let's get on to the honorable mentions. For honorable mention, we have no other than Last of Us Part 2, a game that I hope lives up to the standards of the first one. If we're going to talk about the first one was just amazing. The story was just superb. The graphics were amazing. The gameplay was fun and creative. I mean, this game better live up to the expectations. I'm really hoping. Instead of Joel, you follow Ellie, the main protagonist, and you see her journey throughout this apocalyptic world. And honestly, Ellie was one of my favorite characters in the first game. She is someone that was, I don't know how to say this, she was very frustrated and very unpredictable, and I don't know, she was just so cool. And seeing her as a new main protagonist is just, it's awesome. And I can't wait to play this game. You guys really shouldn't miss this. Anyways, let's go on to our number 1 pick. At number 1, we have Ghost of Tsushima, a game that takes place in a Japan that is being overrun by a Mongolian army. You are a soldier who will take a new fighting stance to overcome this new threat. That sounds genuinely awesome. It sounds like it's something, well, not really unique. You can't really say unique because it's a samurai game, but how many samurai games do we get? We got Sekiro, and look what that did. That did amazing. I'm hoping this game is much like it. It seems like it's like an Assassin's Creed type based game where it's just stealth, will rely really heavily on stealth, but still, the action gameplay looks really fun. The story seems like it's awesome, and you really just can't wait to see if he overcomes this threat. Because, I don't know, it's one dude against a fucking army. I mean, do you really expect him to overcome this threat? Who knows? Maybe he will. That's why you need to buy this game. The only downside is that it's PS4 exclusive, and I don't have a PS4, so I'm going to have to buy one for this occasion. Anyways, I want to know what you guys liked on this list, or what you guys are looking forward to. Please leave a comment and let me know. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.